Brent,
Yes.
are you planning to record the meeting before the trustee meeting? Because that's not a public meeting, the
Okay.
Friends Foundation annual meeting. So could we start the recording?
Should I go?
Yeah.
I thought somebody was gonna go get it. Okay, can I call the meeting to order or do I need to wait? Okay, I will call the meeting to order. The first item on the agenda, on the agenda is to approve the board meeting agenda. I need a motion to approve it as presented here in the packet, or if people have changes, let me know.
I move to approve the agenda.
In a second, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we will wait. I guess.
Oh,
Wonder how long his phone calls are.
yeah.
Elsie?
Good. This is her first. My mother-in-law's babysitting, so like, first time, this is my first time leaving her with someone else. But, yeah, she's 4 weeks old today.
Babies are welcome at meetings.
Okay. She's, I was like, I thought that,
Have a bring your baby to work policy.
oh, yeah.
Or
I don't know how long she'd last. Like I'm a meeting, sure, but a 2-hour meet, I don't know. Like, I don't know how long she'd make it. We might have to do some laps.
It might be her incentive.
Yeah. We'd have to do some laps around the room. She does not sleep.
Making me miss the little nuggets.
My husband did joke when I was in labor that I could just throw my shoes on and come on over, and I was already in labor for about, yeah, I think you were, but I think I was in about 8 hours in by that point. And that was going crazy.
I remember thinking, I'm meeting people, piece of the sense too. Because you're gonna mess you.
Yeah, I was over at Mercy, so when he's like, just throw your shoes on, walk on over. I was
They tell you to walk while you're in labor, so.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Issue is.
I know, they kind of do lock up while you're in labor, but with COVID policies, you can't leave the room, so it's like, oh my gosh, where are you going? Like, you just laugh around that. So,
They're crazy.
yeah.
how long do we give this?
But the other thing we do is have a motion to change the order of the agenda. Keep going.
We could. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Oh, she's on.
Oh, no, I won't be speaking. While you all were having your meeting, there are individuals that are not showing up, and plus your staff member is still making a copy of something that was integral to my few minutes. So with that being said, who's the current president?
Carol.
So for your June meeting, if a copy can be made for all parties involved, as well as that. Thanks. And would today be the 2-year anniversary exactly of George Floyd being murdered? You understand a lot of us who look like me aren't in a good mood today. Because it seems like things are going back to normal here in Iowa City. And as a tax-paying property owner, United States Marine Corps veteran, I don't fight. Because he's there, he's making copies of something that should have already been made, and the request, it's a press citizen from exactly 6 months ago today. So with that being said, if this could be part of your agenda for June, because I prefer for my time to be valued, especially since everyone here is volunteering, who's on the board, but you're elected. With that being said, when he's done, meeting right there, it's the press citizen from Friday, 26th of November. And it's self-explanatory as it relates to what occurred in Cedar Rapids And the discussion that the Cedar Rapids leaders had, which was ethical and direct and honest, and what's not happening here in Iowa City. So if people choose to not share information and work together in what's assumed to be the corridor, you will continue to get what you've received. Because that's not shirking responsibility, by the way, with regard to those who look like me. It's called proper parenting. And unfortunately, and I'm going to say this for the record, mothers who do not parent proper wreak havoc on the rest of us. So he's making the copies for your June 23rd meeting. This could be tabled per se, could be greatly appreciated. And if you remember, as I close the door, George Floyd's daughter is in the same boat as the Reverend Bernice Howard G. King. Think about it. Thank you. See you June.
Thank you.
Maybe you want to have a technology who is next time.
Well, I think we're just done. I think we're just done. And obviously, it won't be part of the agenda because, you know, he doesn't set the agenda.
Contact information too, if you want to reach out to.
Well, not especially.
I think you need something to record the speaker should be identified with.
Yeah, he signed in, right?
No, he did.
He declined to sign in because he's not going to speak.
Oh.
Oh,
I think.
I thought he
I
had
think
before he left.
that- also.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, moving on. We're to item 4, appointing the bylaws committee. This is a regularly scheduled review of the board of directors bylaws. And apparently we're up. It's our turn for the 3-year review. I have asked Hannah and Robin to serve with me on this committee. There's a few things that have come up over the course of my tenure as president that, which is one reason I kind of wanted to be on the committee. If you have, the things I know that we will address will be, topics will be sort of setting out guidelines for public comment time, and also maybe trying to address the idea of whether it's okay for people to Zoom in when the rest of the board is here. So if you have other things that you feel need to be addressed, let one of the 3 of us know so we can be sure we get them included in the discussion. I don't believe this requires board action. I think the president just appoints, right? So the next one is meeting room and lobby use policy review. And I have to confess, I had forgotten that we were going to review this in a year. But Sam, I guess this is your thing.
Thank you for letting us experiment with this. Nothing has been reported to me by patrons or staff in the last year, other than there isn't any concern now when like a book club has like a birthday at the same time and wants to bring cupcakes and confesses to us. They just bring their cupcakes and enjoy the space.
Of course.
Which is kind of nice. And if I knew when the cupcakes were there, I would- that's all I have to add.
We can add that to the bylaws for next year.
So did we approve this last May?
It
And
was.
there's no changes to it. So do we need to reapprove it?
So this is just as a reviewed, yeah,
Right.
today.
Okay.
You don't
I
have to
think
be-
if we don't vote on it, it'll come up again earlier than we intended to. So we might be better off voting on it so it gets back in the cycle of regular review.
whatever.
But we
Except
were
this was a
year off.
special, this was a
Right, but
special.
again, do you want to be doing it again in 1 to 2 years? from now? So put it back in cycle for 3 years from now. So that gets back into the entire circuit of
Yeah.
policies that we review.
Well, I guess I don't have a strong feeling. I'm okay with reviewing it again in 2 more years.
Yeah, the staff recommendation is to review and adopt. So adopt would be a board action.
Okay.
So, been moved. Seconded.
All in favor? Okay. Decisive bunch here. All right. Next is the director's report. Ellsworth.
I don't have a brief one this time. Just one thing to add with, after this was written, John Rayburn was appointed as the next trustee to the vacancy, so we will look forward to welcoming him. We had like a real shot in the dark, like 1 hour availability that could shoehorn our orientation in before this meeting. Didn't work out with schedules, so we will do it before the following as required by the bylaws. Otherwise, I'm happy to answer any questions.
I missed the bookmobile quilt, which makes me sad. I guess I was just so wrapped up in being in the bookmobile that I missed the quilt.
It was brilliant.
Is it here in the library?
That's that.
In the children's part of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I can walk. I can
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who quilted it? I forget. She's in charge of parks.
Yeah.
Oh, she's brilliant.
Okay. No one else has,
I do have a question. So you put down that you don't want to go to the national conference. But do you have hesitation about the state conference being here in the fall? Do you have concern about that?
I don't have as much of a concern, no. And it's, I think that the ALA conference looks good. There were sessions I would have been excited about going to, but I am not presenting, and it felt like it was less critical.
So it's not just COVID.
No, it's sort of
Other reasons.
a package.
hopefully by fall, there'll be something for your younger child.
Yeah.
Okay. Departmental reports, adult services. Jason?
I took the photos, it's not as much to read. But nobody did some. I couldn't think of any smaller, and still have you identify what the photo is.
No,
It really wasn't 2 months, it seemed like, so then we'll have to pack in. The
Well,
card showed up like a day before the report was prepared, so I had to put that in there because Victoria's been anxiously awaiting its arrival for 2 months. Those boxes of things laying around.
Hmm. Well, I'm probably just naive, but I wouldn't have known what a black poetry poem was. So I appreciate that illustration.
No, Stacy had sent me about 6 different ones, and I was like, these all look awesome. And
It's cool.
I also think the community trainings is a really positive thing.
I mean, especially with our unhoused patrons, that it's more common, and seeing that underlined and getting special attention for schizophrenia is really important. So thank you.
and a good connection with Cindy over there. She's taking a new position in Florida, but she's going to stay on at the community as well.
Really?
So she'll still be doing remote training, which is how they can do remote training now with this age.
Yeah.
So she's gonna stay on. See who else is local. If we can get more personal one-on-one. So she's happy to stay in touch. Cool.
If I were her, I wouldn't move to Florida in the summer, but
Oh, and the grandchild.
oh, yeah, well, I have a
That'd do it.
child down there. Birthday this summer, so, okay. Then Community and Access Services report.
So any questions?
All have been busy.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute joy to experience this too, when you think about as a new community member as well. So it's been a joyful time personally, professionally, and I was really relieved that Paul and Tom took the insect zoo because that is not my scene. And other than that, we anticipate more in the summer, and then we're just gonna kind of take our pulse and check our pace and see what the future holds after that.
Okay. And Patty, I guess you're up next.
Thank you to those of you who have made reservations for our first ever publishing party. The author happens to be a former board member for the Friends Foundation, Kitty Lundy, and the New York Times ran a review Monday of her book, and it's getting even more play now. So it should be a fun evening. We do have a rain location, just confirmed today. In case, yeah, it's spring, summer, whatever this is now in Iowa City, but we've still got room for more reservations for the fundraising part of the evening. Otherwise, the 7 to 8 p.m. is open to everyone, and there is no charge, and it should be lots of fun. I'd be happy to answer questions. We're wrapping up the fiscal year and have only one more out to read, so doing that before your next meeting on June 15th. If you are so inclined, then I'd be happy to answer questions.
I think that the novel got on Goodreads, it's got pretty good stars.
Yeah.
I think I got it on hold. It was on order when I checked, I think.
Right, it just came out.
I might have.
Okay. So there's no miscellaneous. We've already approved Derek and Dan for the Friends Foundation Board, but in order for it to be included in the trustees board minutes, I'm going to appoint Dan and Derek to be the trustee representatives to the Iowa City Public Library Friends Foundation Board. Well, Ellsworth already said we do have a new board member, John Rayburn. He's been around Iowa City for 45 years, so I suspect a lot of people know him. I don't really know. He was an English professor and American Studies and headed up the department for several years for those two. Are they departments? I guess they're departments. So it's too bad he couldn't get oriented before this meeting, but it just didn't happen. I did attend the, I think Ann called it the City Services Appreciation Day, something. Anyway, the thing that was at the Public Works Building, the new Public Works Building. And if you were able to attend, good for you. That we were talking earlier about the amazing quilts that was there. And I had to admit to, I think Heidi was sitting in the bookmobile, that it's the first time I've ever been in the bookmobile. So I said, I'm really embarrassed to admit that, but she told me I didn't have to be embarrassed. She was very kind. And we talked about books and then I hung out at the table for a little bit. I think I was number 375 on their clicker. So I think that was pretty good representation. I don't know. Let's see. We did the bylaws committee. Ellsworth, it is an amazing building. I mean, it's hard to imagine. Is that where they park things?
Yep, actually part of the store, most of the vehicles.
But they can't do the bookmobile there?
We're talking about it. And there's actually pros and cons to it. It would add some travel time and things like that, but I am working with a colleague on whether that would be an option. It's an environmentally high certified. It's all kinds of cool. They've got the wash bay right there and lots of routine maintenance and repairs and things like that. So it's a pretty cool addition.
Yeah, no, it was so clean in there. It's hard to imagine actually they park vehicles in there, but I guess they do. I don't know. So I don't know that we're getting close to the end here. I would furthermore. Card is.
There's a great Onion article about this situation.
We don't quite have our act together, but Claire, on behalf of the board, would like to give you a small baby gift
Oh,
and a card.
oh, lovely. I got a lovely gift from the friends too. A lovely a book from
You're here
Lois
tonight.
Eller, which I love. I love Lois Eller. I read her books to the children and make them cut shapes out of construction paper in the style of Lois Eller. So I was happy to get that. Thank you, Patty. It was lovely. And this is wonderful. Oh, my book. Perfect. She already really likes Very Hungry Caterpillar because of the white on the colors and the white, black and or on white backgrounds. I mean, who doesn't?
And I would have bought it, but it's like, I know that she already has it. It's like Pat the Bunny. Everybody already has Pat.
Everybody has it. Oh, these are wonderful. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, she's already doing Very Hungry Caterpillar. So I'm wondering, we're gonna sign up for 100,000 books before kindergarten too, of course, because I think we'll hit it in no time. I think especially because I think you can read the same book over and over and over again.
You will.
And I know that's coming.
Well, I
Thank you.
can say honestly that that was probably my favorite thing about parenting young children was reading stories, because kids' books are amazing.
I keep
They
getting
are.
better and better.
Yeah.
I miss, I was at high schools for forever, and it was really fun to go back to the elementary school because the picture books have gotten better, and it's so fun to buy them. It is so fun to shop for picture books. Spend not my money on it.
Are there announcements from other members besides Claire? No? Committee reports, since the Friends Foundation didn't meet. Bylaws Committee hasn't met. Communications. I didn't think there were any in the packet, were there? Okay, then the next thing on the, oh goodness, we had time for Mr. Landry. Next thing on the agenda is to approve the consent agenda. I need a motion to approve that if the minutes look good and the disbursements look good.
Okay.
All in favor? Okay. And we've got the agenda for the June meeting. I, once again, will not be here. So Tom has
Do my best.
kindly offered to take over. If he doesn't, Derek, I guess it's you.
So it goes.
Let's see, the only thing on the agenda right now is the committee reports and departmental reports.
We'll probably add a notebook bucket, so the board can take a look at it before they need to approve the following.
For review, though, not for
Yeah.
approval.
We can do a review, and then we've already got the approval at the next meeting. Or the adoption of it.
Okay, anything else? Doesn't hardly seem like a meeting. All right, it's okay. It's all right. My husband won't have dinner ready for another hour and a half.
Don't get started.
Okay, well, in that case, we will adjourn. Early.
Thank you.
Very good.